Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray, brought to you proudly by Tennessee Wildlife Resource Agency, Barton Power Sports, Sportsman's Warehouse, and Best Care Home Services.
Hey, welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790 here in Memphis and also in Brownsville and Jackson, Tennessee. Really looking forward to talk to this next guy. I know that been a lot of changes at our good folks at Avery and Banded, and we've always appreciated our friendship and all the good folks there with at Banded. Alan Hughes and all those guys have been part of Outdoors with Larry Ray for many, many years, and so we're really happy to talk to someone who is in South Dakota, Salem, South Dakota, and we're going to talk outdoors with him, and we're glad to talk to Phil Conkey. He is the Content Communications Manager for our good folks at Bandit and Avery Outdoors. Good morning, Phil.
Good morning, Larry. How you doing?
All right, tell us about how you got associated with Bandit last November. I know you got some background with Cabela's and things like that. Talk about working for Bandit.
I got associated with these guys really just through my I guess love for duck hunting since I was little. I've kind of been involved somewhat in the outdoor industry for quite a while, whether it was through Cabela's and then through photography as well.
Right.
That's kind of how I think my name probably came up more than anything. I happen to know Josh Dokken, who is the director of marketing. You probably talked to him before.
Yes. Uh-huh.
I've known him for quite a while, and when he found out that I was no longer with Cabela's, we both were interested in pursuing the idea of me working for Bandit or Avery full-time. And the fit that he was looking for was kind of perfect for what I was wanting to do and slide into a role like that where I work with other photographers. I basically work with folks that we can get product to them to help promote our brand, people and finding the right stuff that people need to get them through whatever they're needing, whether it's their guiding jobs, their promotional businesses, all that kind of stuff. So so far it's been great. The things I've been doing have been a blast. I feel like I actually can make an impact in a company of this size. Yeah.
Well, I know that with your background and you got to love duck hunting if you're going to work for Bandit or Avery. That's that's a stipulation. Yeah. You don't want to walk in and say, "No, I don't duck hunt at all. Don't like to." I don't think the interview would have went that well. But we have grown weary of talking about the past duck season. I don't know down here. It was.
I'll talk all day about it because it was excellent where
I. All right, Shelby, can you cut Phil off now? He's already talked enough about duck hunting and everything. Talk about that because we don't think we think y'all kept them all year. I mean, because
no, they were south of me.
They were.
But
we'll talk about it.
We keep some ducks here. Like being in South Dakota, when we freeze every year and we lose our ducks. I mean, we don't have any of the man-made type stuff that holds ducks. We're 100% dependent on the weather. The majority of our state will freeze up typically that late November, and then we do have the Missouri River that stays open through a lot. It'll handle a lot of cold weather. This year I was lucky that I had more time to hunt than ever, and our weather was perfect, that we had a couple good cold snaps, but no long, enduring, 5, 6, 7 day things where we were below zero type stuff.
Oh, yeah. Well, we had just
a couple nice snaps that we pushed birds to us, and then they stayed until after the season was over. Then we froze up, and then you guys had them, and well, not you guys, but
no, not us guys. I know somebody got them. We think they're still in Missouri. They never got here. There's too much to eat and get fat and fluffy, and never came here. But I know with the Banded name, and of course Avery has been part of the Memphis community. I remember when they first started out, I wrote the very first story ever on the three guys who were part of the Avery team, and have known Alan for a long time. So Talk about working with Avery. So is the content and communications, what are they asking for you from your side of the job?
So typically what I do, it's one of those jobs where you don't really ever know what you're going to do day-to-day basis.
Uh-huh.
And it can change. So when my first projects all kind of just dealt with kind of taking and collaborating gathering all of our content that we have, which would be, video, photos, some written stuff, kind of sorting through things that, and just making sure it was authentic and it really lives up to, what we see as a brand and what we want to portray. So that was actually fun. And I got to real quick idea of what we had, what we were working with, things where we need some more content.
Uh-huh.
And then, that's evolved into now where, kind of like I said, I work with a lot of people that would be considered influencers, whether it's on Instagram or Facebook, or guys that are hunting guides or lodge owners, and connecting them with the product that they need so they can outfit their people so that the right people are wearing our product. They're coming, whether they're coming to us or we're coming to them, which luckily a lot of it is people coming to us.
That's what I do. I come to y'all a lot, and they've taken care of this old man for many years. And I want to talk a little. You undoubtedly have a love of photography and the images of that, Phil. And this day and time, Avery, as I have known it, has been the front runner of some of the greatest photography and videos that's been made. Talk about your love of photography.
One of those deals that started probably back really when I was little. My dad, I'm in my lower 40s now, and man, I was probably in my barely double digits of age. My dad bought me a Canon.
Really?
Film camera. Yeah. And I attempted it then with a short little lens, and none of it ever came out like I wanted to.
Yeah.
And so I had a basic understanding of photography, and what I was trying to do was get duck photos back then when I was
really
12 years. Yeah. They were not good. I mean, an iPhone would take better photos now than I was getting back then. And so I kind of laid down the camera for a few years, and then as the digital stuff started coming out probably 10, 12 years ago.
Yeah.
I took a look at that and worked my way into it, and I really jumped back into the photography world, or I should just say just jumped into it full bore probably about 10 years ago, where I said, you know what, I'm going to get a camera, I'm going to get the stuff I need. And I remember seeing photos on the cover of Wildfowl and Ducks Unlimited. I thought, you know what, I know how to work with ducks. Now I seem to get the photographic side. And I went out, and especially when I moved to South Dakota 11 years ago, it was the perfect opportunity to go out and get all these photos of birds that were around me. And I made the decision I'm just going to do it hardcore for a year and see what happened. And lo and behold, that first time that I drug my butt out in the spring, got some photos and as the photo was happening, I'm looking through the viewfinder, and I knew the photos were going to be great, or thought they were. And I look on the back of the camera, and I saw that, like, that looks like what's on the cover of these magazines.
Yes.
You know what, I can do this. And so I've just stuck with it and kind of transferred some of that, just the wildlife photography, into now also one of my favorite things now, and I had zero interest in this early on, is capturing people and dogs and people enjoying hunting.
Oh, yeah.
Almost all my photography is hunting based, whether it's waterfowl or turkey or elk or something like that. And catching people doing what they're loving is, and I'm actually looking at those photos on my computer right now, and I love just seeing people doing that as much as I do getting the duck photos. But the duck thing is probably where I have any real expertise, I guess, if you even call it that.
We're talking to Phil Conkey. He's a content communications manager for Banded Avery Outdoors. And I know you started a podcast, I understand. You told me that last summer. That's got to be fun. We've always considered that to do that on this show, which has been on the air 18 years. We could probably go in the archives and not believe what we've done in 18 years on the show. But your podcast, I know that you did that last summer, and you hope to bring that back in, the spring or summer?
Yeah, coming up here soon. You know what I did is I started it and really just wanted to have a way just to talk with people about the things I love, and another way basically just to express my passion for waterfowling. And I got to talk to a bunch of different people. I think I have 9 episodes that I did before I went on a big elk hunt, and then when I got back from that, I rolled right into waterfowl season. And I didn't stick with it through waterfowl season, but I want to get back. I just kind of wanted to enjoy the season for what it was and not have to worry about that in addition to other stuff. So I've got a bunch of people I want to talk to here, and we're going to get that going again. And it's really just a cool way to meet and talk to people that maybe you wouldn't initiate those conversations otherwise, and hear other viewpoints and whatnot. So I've really enjoyed it. It's just a great way to get different stuff out there and to hear from different people that you never would otherwise.
Well, I think it's obvious from listening to you, the passion's there. And, folks, you can reach Phil even on Instagram. He's got photos in part of his Instagram. What's that Instagram account?
It's just Phil Conkey Photos. The last name is Kahnke. I got a variety of duck hunting and duck photos on there, so it'd be worth checking out if a guy's into that kind of thing.
Yeah, and that's Kahnke. I made sure I found out how to pronounce it, Conkey. He helped me with that a whole lot. Hey, Phil, we appreciate you being with us. Thank you for spending time.
I got to ask him one question.
All right, Dave Gabbert has got to ask you one question, and that gets scary. Okay,
what's the coldest day y'all have had so far in South Dakota in your hometown? This year,
we've been well into the teens below zero. I know that.
That's really great question.
We hunted one of those days.
You hunted one of those days. I bet you were wearing Avery. You better be wearing bandit outfits. I can tell you that, buddy.
Oh yeah. No skin showing.
No skin. No skin movies here. Okay. And you got to know.
To me, I think everybody should spend 1 year on the Dakotas in the wintertime.
Hey, this guy grew up in Minnesota. You don't think he wasn't ready? The Dakotas are warm compared to
Minnesota's got the trees. It stops the snow.
Oh, yeah, we don't have. We just got the wind.
Yeah, you don't have any.
All the wind.
You get all the wind. Well, buddy, we appreciate you. We got your number now to contact. Stay in touch with us, and thanks for spending time with us. Okay, buddy?
Perfect. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Phil. All right, let's take a break. All right, let's take a break. Come right back on Outdoors with Larry Ray.